Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel, We're the Movie Couple. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And we are here to give a recap and our thoughts on the D23 Disney Plus presentation. So, just throwing out a disclaimer, Dustin wasn't able to attend.
Nope.
But I was able to go,
but I'm excited
and
to hear all about it.
he hasn't really heard much about it. I was there, so I kind of wanted to include the both of us in the video because we can both give our thoughts, and there are a couple of things in here I think he'd be really excited about, so I just really wanted to make sure that I include his thoughts in this video, and here we go. So the Disney Plus platform, basically it's coming out very soon. It comes out this year. It's going to be available on November 12th, I believe, is the date. And I have my notes and my notebook and everything kind of laid out in front of me. So if you see me looking down, that is why. So right off the bat, they started this presentation, and because it's Disney, I expected nothing less, with a full-out musical number from High School Musical, also High School Musical, the series. And yes, that is the actual title.
High School, the musical.
The series.
And
I
wonder if they're going to try to make this kind of like a Glee.
It's a
better.
little bit like that. It's a little bit like that. So we'll get into it a little bit, but it was like live singing. They had a little marching band. They had the cast out, and they were dancing. And I loved High School Musical. Go figure. When it was out, and I was like really into it, especially the first one. Was like my favorite one. So the fact that they're making this and they're gonna put it on Disney Plus, and they had the full on dance number, I was like living for it. And then at the end, it was like confetti everywhere, confetti for everyone, and I was like, I'm in love.
Oh yeah, did they shoot out like you said that they shot out like
no,
the plus
that was at the end.
So they shot confetti on you twice.
Twice, yeah. This one was just like red and white, which is the colors of the Wildcats from High School Musical. But I was like, in the little press area, I don't think anyone else, me and Perry, were like jamming to it. But I know the dance, so I was like, we're all in this together. And I'm sure the press was like, who's this chick? And I was like, be quiet, I like High School Musical. And that is how they started off this panel.
That's kind of a good way to start it.
Yeah, I'll say. So they are also coming out with a new Phineas and Ferb movie. And so if anyone who likes those, that is coming out. So here is a couple of things. So they're coming out with a series. And these are aimed more for like, they're kind of taking like the Disney Channel original movies, and they're kind of they're updating them, and they're bringing them back as live action series.
Oh, okay.
So that includes High School Musical, the series. So the whole thing is that it's kind of a documentary style shot. It's very meta. So it's students at East High, which is where they actually shot High School Musical. And a lady comes in, and she was kind of like, you're telling me that the school, East High, where High School Musical was filmed, has never put on a musical. This is a monstrosity. We're fixing this right now. So they are putting on High School Musical, the musical, and it's a series, hence the series.
Oh,
and it kind of goes through the students auditioning, and there will be songs, there will be musical numbers, there's love and heartbreak, and I am all for it. So none of the cast members from the original are in it, because these are students auditioning to play those roles.
Okay, so it's kind of like is it more like a reality kind of show then?
I mean, it's a mockumentary style, so it's very, very meta, and I really, really am all for it. And so I think we're going to get little bits and pieces of the songs from original, and probably some new songs too. And a lot of just great awesomeness. There'll be 10 episodes.
Awesome music numbers.
Yeah, I am really, really excited. Another one is, do you remember Lizzie McGuire?
Oh, the name sounds familiar.
That was with Hilary Duff.
Oh, okay. I actually did not watch a lot of the live action Disney Channel stuff. I watched more cartoons.
Sure. Well, the announcement that we got is that they are bringing Hilary Duff back to reprise her role as Lizzie McGuire. She is, and they're keeping her at her age. She's going to be 30, but like inside her, she's going to still have like that 13-year-old Lizzie inside her head. and like going through her career and her everyday, and I was just kind of like, is this for kids or is this for adults like me? Because I feel like this is very much catered towards me. That and High School Musical.
It would kind of make sense if it was kind of catered towards the original audience too.
Yeah.
To kind of bring them back, and then those fans who now have kids can be like, oh my gosh, you got to see this, and then they're going to become fans. Go watch the old stuff on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I think you're going to be excited about this next one. It has to do with Monsters Inc.
Oh, really?
And it's a whole new series, and it's called Monsters Inc. Monster at Work, and it's a new show, and it features. I'm going to go ahead and find it in my notes here. I found it. All right. So Monster at Work stars Ben Feldman and Aisha Taylor. And basically, so Ben is a monster. He's graduated from Monster University. Aisha Taylor, her character is his mom. So he gets to go and work out on the scare floor.
Okay.
He gets to work, and he happens to the premise is that on his first day of work, and he's gone through all the scare tactics. He's ready. He's a scary monster. And his first day of work is the day that they switch from scares to laughter.
Oh my gosh.
And I am so excited.
That sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. I love that premise. Is it a movie or is it a series?
It's a series, I believe. Yeah, it's a new series. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that so fun?
That. I really, I'm curious to see promotional material for that. I want to see that trailer. I want to see the character that they're going to have that gets hit with this.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You got me.
I am so we love Monsters Inc.
Mm-hmm.
I love Monster University, and I cannot wait to see this as a series. Another one, the next one after that is also it's a Pixar thing, and it has to do with Forky. So Tony Hale reprises his role as Forky, and this is an animated short, and it's titled Forky Asks a Question.
Is it a short?
It's a short, but it's 10 of them.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant.
Now
you can get super creative with the stuff that you can put on Disney Plus now. It's kind of like you could use it as like your own YouTube, kind of a YouTube style kind of movie video series. You can you can bring out all of these side characters. This is amazing. This is going to be perfect for Disney.
So excited, and they actually did show us a little bit, and the footage they showed us was Forky asking a question, and he is in this one with Ham. And he asks about money.
So Forky asks someone else a question. Oh, that's even...
and Ham is sitting there trying to explain the value of money, how it works, how you basically pay the value of this amount of money to exchange for a good or a service. And you know Forky for what he is and how he is. So he's kind of like all over the place, where he's kind of like, oh, I get it. So you switch that for something like that. Hey, look what my hands can do. And it's just so random, and it's everything we loved about Forky, and we're gonna get him in 10 shorts asking really random questions, and I am here for it.
That sounds like a really good way to get a little bit more material out of your characters and out of your properties, but not be like, well, the only way we can do this is by having a Forky standalone movie.
Correct.
Or to have a Forky TV show.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Exactly.
You can just have these 10 little shorts, and that's all you need.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. You ready to hear about all the Marvel stuff?
Yep.
Of course, Kevin Feige comes on the stage, and he talks about What If. And What If, it's an animated series, basically take the story that we know and it kind of changes one thing about it, and how does the rest of the story...
I remember them talking about this at Comic-Con.
At Comic-Con, and what was cool is they showed us a little footage.
Oh, they did?
And they did show what happens if Captain America, if one thing went different. And what we got was, instead of Captain America, it was Captain Carter.
That's pretty awesome.
And she comes out of the machine, and she's like got the shield, and it's got the British flag, and she looks amazing. And we also saw a very quick flash of Captain America as a zombie.
Oh, so they're doing zombies?
Seems like.
Okay, if they have Captain America as a zombie,
they showed Captain America as a
zombie.
Then
yes, they're doing Marvel zombies, which is awesome. You could do so much with that What If series.
Yeah.
I mean, it's That's awesome. Yeah, that we'll get Marvel. I kind of had a feeling though when they announced it at Comic-Con. I was like, they could do Marvel Zombies, and that would mean that the What If series is going to be a little bit more kind of like Black Mirror kind of themed. Black Mirror kind of more of an adult content kind of thing.
Yep.
So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, really, really, really excited about that. So I'm just reading my notes. And this premieres on Disney Plus in 2021. So it takes a little while, but that is okay because
2021.
The next thing they talked about was Loki, and this is going to be obviously where Loki goes after he disappears with the Tesseract in Endgame. And
now, are they saying it's a series that it's?
This is a series. It's 6 episodes and also debuts in 2021, which is, I mean, look, they want you to commit to the Disney Plus. Hence, they're not putting it all out in 2020.
Yeah,
so
true,
I mean, they give you everything, then people watch it, and they're like, okay, bye.
Not gonna do this no more.
So they're not gonna do that. For Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which we also saw, cool. In Comic-Con. What was cool about this one, they didn't show us any footage, but they did reveal that Sharon Carter will be in it.
Oh.
So Emily Van Camp was on stage, who plays Sharon Carter.
Okay.
She's gonna be a part of the show. Also, we're going to get Wyatt Russell, who's going to play John Walker.
Oh, cool.
And Randall Park, I believe, is also a part of it from Ant-Man. I could be wrong because I don't see it here in my notes, but I have it written down in these notes. So, I guess...
and this is also a great way to kind of tell these stories between your Marvel movies.
Sorry, Randall Park is not in this one. He's, I think, mentioned somewhere else. But yes.
That's awesome. I'm super excited for all of this because, all of those times when people are like, well, where was Thor during Iron Man this? And, it kind of makes a little sense. I'm like, wait, where were those other characters?
Yeah.
Well, now you can tell those stories. You can have these little things in there that expand these characters' storyline without having to do a major motion picture.
Exactly. And I'm very, very excited about it. I think all the Marvel original series and things like that it's just going to be so entertaining, and it's going to really expand the universe even more. After this, they talked about WandaVision.
I'm really curious about that because that one is going to be a little bit more out there, I think. Yeah.
And the tagline for this, and I'm reading it from the email, it's 2 superpower beings living their ideal suburban lives who begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems.
Oh.
So that's an interesting take on it. And this is where Randall Park will be in it. So Randall Park, who will reprise his role from Ant-Man and the Wasp, will be in this. Kat Dennings from Thor, she's going to be in it as well, which is going to be pretty interesting. And this all comes out also in 2021. Let's see what else.
It sounds like that's when a lot of this stuff is going to start coming out.
Yeah.
I'm wondering now, though, if with all of this stuff, it's going to kind of pull a lot of focus away from the movie. Well, a lot of the Disney energy, so to speak. Before they were solely focused on these Marvel movies. Yeah. Well, now they're not going to be as focused on the movies, and they're going to be focusing more on the Disney streaming stuff. Does that mean the movies themselves are going to start to lax? But honestly, kind of easing off the gas of the Marvel big budget movie might be a good idea. Get people wanting a little bit more, but still feed them a little bit on Disney Plus. It might work. I'm wondering if it's gonna kind of bounce back on them. It's gonna hurt them in a sense. So, but
yeah, I can kind of see your point. But let's get to this next part. I am really, really excited to tell you about this because we're still on the Marvel theme. And Kevin Feige, while he was on stage, he announced 3 new. I believe these are series. I can't find them here in my notes. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe I can find it.
I may have heard about this one.
This is why you stay off the internet.
Excited about. Well, I didn't know I was going to be interviewed today.
Yeah, that's true. I told you about it. All right, 3 new shows. Okay. One of them, Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Very, very excited. The next one, She-Hulk. Very, very excited. The final one, Moon Knight.
That's the one I'm super excited about.
Moon Knight.
I'm really excited to see that. I know a little bit about him, but that's pretty much it. I know basic that he suffers from like a split personality or thing, or that he actually is a little crazy.
Let me see if I can find it. I know not as much about it either, cool. But the crowd was really, really excited. I also know kind of the basics of the story, but I'm happy that it's these are everything that people in the comic have been reading, have been wanting to see. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be on the big screen, and that's okay, because now we're going to get them in Disney Plus. And I think sometimes with Disney Plus, with TV and streaming, you get a little bit more freedom. You know, you can kind of be a little
you can
bit more
do stuff like
with
this.
It. Yeah.
With Disney Plus, you can do these really obscure characters and still be able to make, a great product. Look what they were able to pull off with like Jessica Jones and even though, don't get me wrong, some of them didn't do so well. I'm pretty sure some of these some of them are gonna be amazing, some of them are gonna be good. There's probably gonna be a few of these that we're gonna be extremely disappointed with.
Oh, I don't say that.
But that's just the numbers.
It could happen. You can't, not everybody is going to like everything, but really a lot of things that what I saw, I really, really liked. Mm-hmm. So that was what was in the Marvel part of the whole presentation. After that, they came out and they talked to us about the Unscripted series, and they're kind of like unscripted / like documentary. Not really documentary because they're a series, so it's like, think like unscripted TV show in a sense. And I'm just going to name some of these because we don't have time to go through all of these. I don't want this video to be 3 hours long. Shows such as Hero Project, Pixar in Real Life, Dolphin Reef, Into the Unknown, which is the making of Frozen 2, Pick of the Litter, Be Our Chef, The World According to Jeff Goldblum, super excited about that, and Encore, and I am really excited about two in particular. Obviously, one is The World According to Jeff Goldblum, and they showed us a little trailer, and it is awesome. Basically, Jeff Goldblum going out and like trying different things, like just being Jeff Goldblum, and I will watch however many you can give me.
Now because they have to pump out a lot more content. That's pretty awesome. That it's really outside of the box of what you would think for Disney kind of thing. Jeff Goldblum just having like one of his own little talk shows almost.
Yeah, and this is a part of like the National Geographic, because that's also a part of the Disney Plus family. Oh. So this is a 12-part series. And I am very, very excited. He was out on stage and I was just like, yes to everything you're saying. Yes to everything you're saying. The next one that they talked about is actually co-produced by Kristen Bell, and it's called Encore, and basically it's an unscripted series, and she takes people who were really great in musical theater in high school, and she brings them back in wherever they are in life now, however old they may be, whatever state they're in, and they bring them back, and she has them kind of like going back to the musical theater and doing their role again. And
that's cute.
And because musical theater means a lot to her, so I think a lot of people don't realize that she came from musical theater. She can sing, and she's a theater person, and so for her to just like be doing something like this and kind of like shedding a light on what musical theater can mean for people, I think is really great, and I think it really speaks to me because I came from musical theater as well.
Yeah, true.
And I really, really, really like it. I'm so excited, and that's called Encore. So it's kind of like a very realistic High School Musical in a way.
Well, it does kind of stick with the theme of what High School Musical kind of did.
Yeah. So another unscripted series is based on the Muppets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this is...
Is it about Jim Henson, or...?
Muppets, like Kermit and...
Okay, well, because they are Jim Henson, but I'm saying, it's going to be more about them themselves and not about, like, the company of Jim Henson.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm going to just read you guys the descriptions. 40 years after leaving the swamp in his big screen debut in the Muppet movie, Kermit the Frog is heading upstream with Miss Piggy and the gang, bringing a new kind of mayhem and laughter to Disney Plus with their first ever unscripted short form series. And they really didn't give us too much. It's called Muppet Now.
Wait, so that means it's actually going to be like...
Muppets Now, sorry.
A reality show, but starring the Muppets, in a sense. And it's not scripted.
I just think back to all the Muppet movies.
Yeah.
And how much I really like those. And I just think of those in, like, mini episodes. And I'm for it.
That's kind of...
I've always liked the Muppets, though.
Yeah.
They're always fun, so...
I've always liked them. I always liked it. They've always had good humor, I think.
Yeah.
There's been lots of times where it's been kind of hit or miss with them, I think, to where a lot of their stuff you're kind of like, huh, and not really like laughing out loud kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. I'm kind of curious where they'll take this idea of a non-scripted, because they said non-scripted, right?
It's non-scripted.
A non-scripted, scripted Muppet show.
Sorry.
Unscripted.
Non-scripted isn't a thing.
Muppet show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it like they're just going to be talking like...
That would be the best. Like, if they just ad-lib through everything. It's like, here's a scenario, go. And I'm like, yes, I'm for it. I will watch it. And I like that they are including the Muppets in their little world of Disney Plus. I enjoy that very much.
Well, it's one of their properties. Might as well use it.
Yep. Let's move on to original films. That's going to be on Disney Plus, and you guys already know if you're watching this video, because it's coming out really late, Lady and the Tramp, live action, is going to be on Disney Plus, as well as the Christmas movie, Noel. We saw a trailer, and we did a trailer reaction for you guys for both of those titles, but those will be up a little bit later. We do have the Mandalorian trailer reaction and review up right now if you want to check that out, and the other ones will come later, but... Aside from those films, we also have Stargirl. We have a movie called Timmy Failure, Mistakes Were Made. There's a movie called Togo, starring Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
And Diary of a Female President. And one of the ones that really stood out to me was Togo, and I will find you the description for it. Because when they said Willem Dafoe, my ears popped up. I was like, huh? So and we saw a little scene from it.
Okay.
And I think that's kind of why it kind of stuck with me too. So Togo is an untold true story. It's set in the winter of 1925 across the treacherous terrain of Alaskan tundra. And it's kind of an adventure, and it stars Willem Dafoe and a husky.
Oh.
And a little husky.
So kind of like the story of Man and His Dog.
Man and His Dog, and basically in the scene we saw is that the puppy causes a little bit of a mayhem, a little bit, and Willem Dafoe is kind of like, what is with this dog? And he kind of like puts the dog back in its pen, and he has many huskies because they're like sleigh dogs and things like that, right?
Okay.
And he kind of like puts a barrier around the pen. He's kind of like, well, try to escape that now. And I was like, yes, this is true. Huskies are escape artists, and it was just kind of funny to see like him going on to do his thing with his like dogs that pulling him on a sleigh.
So it seems like it is very light, not lighthearted, but still kind of.
I think it's one of those like kind of what you said, like a man and his dog, where like the man and he kind of eventually has a soft spot for the dog, and they kind of learn to grow, and they love each other, and then hopefully nothing bad happens to the dog. Nothing should ever have happened to the dog. So, but
people will riot.
We basically got to see a little scene, and it was very touching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds cute. Sounds good. I mean, some of those movies, since I have no context behind some of them except for the one that you just explained, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, so we're also going to be getting stuff that we've never heard of. It's just not going to be Disney going, look at all of our content, and just kind of like shoving it all.
Yeah, it's new things too.
It's a lot of new original ideas too.
Yeah, and some of them look really interesting, and I really enjoy it. But I do want to get us to some Star Wars talk.
Yes. Because
they saved that for last. Kathleen Kennedy was out on stage talking about all the good things that are coming, and that includes The Mandalorian and Obi-Wan.
So that's going to be a series on Disney.
I guess we can get to that in 2 seconds, but I do want to say that she did touch on Clone Wars very quickly, and this will debut in February of 2020, so next year.
Oh.
So they are working on it, and it will be out then, and I cannot wait.
Yeah,
I am so excited.
I'm really excited to see this next series.
The next thing I want to talk about, it's in the Star Wars, and it's a spy series that's inspired by Rogue One. Oh. So it will star Cassian and cool. K2SO.
Oh, that's nice, because those are two of the characters that we really loved from Rogue One.
Yeah, and they will reprise their roles in those movies, and they kind of go on. Cassian goes on an adventure as a rebel spy during the formative years of the rebellion, and give me anything that has those two in it, because I absolutely loved Rogue One.
Yeah.
So
that was one of the really good new Star Wars. I'd have to say probably. Old? Well, no, I'm saying out of the new releases of Star Wars, from The Force Awakens to what we have now, I think out of all of them, my personal favorite would be Rogue One.
I agree with you, and the reason why I said new old, because it's set in the past.
Yeah, it's still going to be
timeline. That's why it's new. Yes, it's new because we got it, around now, but it's old because it takes place before New Hope.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I meant by new/old. Okay, well, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to The Mandalorian, and if you've made it this far in the video, you can pause this and go and watch our Mandalorian trailer reaction. I really, really liked the trailer. I thought it looked really great.
I am super excited for this. Yeah. I mean, it looks gritty. It looks dirty. It looks westerny. It looks like just this rough and tumble world, this underbelly of Star Wars that we've kind of been like, we want to see this.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing, And I'm just really curious on how they're going to pull this off, what they're going to tell us, because they really didn't tell us very much.
Yeah, everything
when it comes to story and characters.
Very much under wrap, but this is, I believe, this comes out on November 12th.
Oh, so this is one of their
their world premiere lunch content. So I am
sense.
so excited, and I'm very happy that I don't have to wait, because if they showed us that and they're like, oh, you're not going to get it until 2020, or 2021, I'd be like, no, why did you show me? Now my hopes are up. I can't wait. I am so happy Ming-Na's in it. I can't wait to see which character she plays.
Now, I got a question. For all of this Disney streaming stuff, when, Mandalorian comes out, is it going to be all episodes, kind of like the way Netflix does it?
That, I don't know. That
or
they
is
actually...
it going to be, released one...
I don't remember anybody saying that, so I guess we will find out in due time.
Oh, okay. We'll find out in November.
Yes, we will. And finally, the big news of the day, which unfortunately was kind of talked about already. I was kind of spoiled already, because imagine how fun this would have been to find out at D23 today.
Yeah.
When Kathleen Kennedy brings out Ewan McGregor and asks him, will you be playing Obi-Wan again? And he says, yes! And I'm like, that's the best yes ever.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I'm wondering how long he knew but had to say no, kind of a thing.
I feel like they've been working on this for a long time. That's just my personal thought. I don't have any insider info on any of this. It's all speculation inside my head.
Give you a time frame in when this is taking place? Oh, obviously, I guess it's taking place right after Revenge of the Sith.
It doesn't even say it in my email.
Yeah, it has to take place between episode 3 and episode 4. Yeah. That's pretty much the only place it could take place in, unless they did a little bit of him training. No, they wouldn't do
I'm gonna look it up right now, because you know what? That's why Google exists.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a story that everyone wants to see too. Is, well, what did Obi-Wan do for all of those years? But I guess it was really just Obi-Wan in the desert watching Luke.
It looks like it hasn't even started shooting yet. Okay. So it will begin shooting in 2020, and I think they're shooting... I remember Ewan saying London, or Kathleen Kennedy. She said London.
They're shooting in London?
Which is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
Don't they usually shoot in Atlanta? Or somewhere else? Anyways, that's besides the point, because we're just really excited. So basically there's no launch date for this as of yet, but if they have plans to start shooting in 2020, we probably won't see it until 2021.
Yeah. Maybe
2022, which is so far away from right now. But at least we are getting Ewan McGregor back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he was the best. Well,
he was one of the best things about those prequels, out of all of the things about the prequels that you could, be upset about, Obi-Wan wasn't one of them. Out of all the problems that the prequels had, Obi-Wan ain't one of them.
Obi-Wan's going to be great. It's going to be so great. I can't wait. I am trying to find, I'm looking on the Google right now, trying to see if I think they're pretty tight-lipped about this.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not really seeing anything about when it takes place.
Yeah, I mean, if they just announced that they're doing it kind of a thing, yeah, there's still going to be a lot of time before they tell us where's the main setting, what's the time frame. Is it closer to episode 3, closer to episode 4?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's probably closer to episode 3 just because that's the age Ewan is. So... But, this is also something that everyone's... I mean, the reason why I'm not like, yeah, about it is because I kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah.
It's kind of hasn't... It was kind of spoiled, and it's always been kind of like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? And we're like, maybe. And then you saw in their eyes, oh, no, you're doing this. You're lying your ass off right now. So I kind of knew it was coming. I'm excited to see it. It's probably one of the things that we've been wanting the most is Obi-Wan's story. So
after hearing everything that I just told you, and are you still excited about Disney Plus, and do you think you'll get it?
I think I'm sold.
Yeah, right?
After all of this stuff that they're saying you can get, and for 3 years, the deal, I think we're gonna have to do it.
So I wrote that down. So the deal that they announced and I don't know how accessible this is to everyone, or if it's like a D23 exclusive, like you sign up there.
Okay.
I am not sure. So if you know, put that in the comment section below. But what they said...
Who's this?
...was... Wait 1 second.
Oh.
Just so I don't lose my place. So for 3 years, and they're calling this the Founders Circle, it's $146.97 for 3 years.
6.
So that's pretty good. But the regular price is a monthly price of $6.99 or an annual fee of $69.99 in the U.S. And the pricing may vary outside of the U.S. And obviously it would, include everything we just talked about, and obviously more, because when they have their own streaming platform, they have so much freedom to create more
seems
content.
Like with this deal, you save about $35.
I'm not good at math.
Over the course of 3 years.
I am not good at math, so I will take what you say at face value.
If it's $70 a year, but this deal will make it so you get a little bit less than 50, so you got 30, yeah.
Sure.
50, yeah.
I like how you're trying to...
It's about, I think you save about $30.
Math with me, and I just, unless I have a calculator, I can't do it in my head. I am that terrible at math. You learn something new every day. Wendy's bad at math.
And if it's something that we're going to get anyways, might as well go for the 3 years kind of
I would go for the 3 years because you just got to think about it. It comes out this year, and then there's some content that we're not going to get until 2021. So just think of all the good things that they probably are holding in their back pocket for 2022 and 2023. So yeah. I want to be committed for that first year. I don't want to have to worry about it. I want to get locked in at a good price, and I want to enjoy all of my content.
Yep, and we want to see The Mandalorian.
Yeah. And well, that luckily is up first, so I cannot wait. Well, you guys, that's
a big push.
That concludes our recap / review of the Disney Plus panel / presentation at D23. We hope you enjoy. Please go to the comment section and let us know what you are most excited about out of everything that was announced today here at D23, and if you will be adding the Disney Plus streaming subscription to your streaming services. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see all the new videos we have going up, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!